Hi, good morning, welcome back to Mike Makes It. You may have seen a series of videos I put on YouTube a couple of years ago now for deployable steps for the Defender. If you look, open the door and it does exactly what it says, deploys. Unfortunately, the one on the driver's side decided not to do that. We'll go around and have a look. There you go, that's what we're supposed to do, up and down. Round here, driver's side, which is obviously the one I use the most. Nothing. See if we can get a better view under there. If you help it, it does come down eventually. You close the door, doesn't go back up unless you help it. So there's two things going on. Either the pivot points of the step, see that's really tough to push back here, and over the far side they've either seized up, or the actuator. That's the actuator I actually use in the steps, eBay special I believe. So one or other has failed, either pivot points or the actuator. So what I need to do is drop the step down like I did a second ago, but disconnect the actuator to the step, then I'll be able to eliminate one or the other. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Well, I got the driver's door open, so the step should technically be deployed, but I've had to pull the thing down. Like I say, it's jammed up a bit. But if we can eliminate the actuator from the step, that's one way of doing it. That's how you do most faults. Process of elimination. Let's pop this out anyhow. Well, that's the actuator arm off. No, it's actual step that's binding. So yeah, that's really tough to get back up. That was all like a homemade affair when I came to do it originally. So yeah, we'll have to get that off. Remember right, there's two brackets. This I think is the easiest one to do. I'm not sure though, saying that. No, the left hand side, as I look at it, a couple of bolts there. I'll get the bracket off, then we should be able to slide this sideways. I think it's just got dirty, the water's got into the pivot points. There's nothing special about it. It's a tube basically, steel tube, steel pin going into it. Just going and obviously the water's got into it over the years and gummed it up. So, out with the spanners, off with the step. Hopefully you can see that okay. Obviously the main step, this is a hinge point, and it really is gummed up in there. I didn't put any greasing points in because it is a sort of do-it-yourself job. It's not factory special. And I do regularly go over and spray some oil or get some oil and grease in there. But of course without dismantling it, it's very difficult to do. And it must be running on there for a couple of years now. No problem up until very recently. But that's what I got to do. I'll carry on, I'll get this out, grease it up. Same on the other side here of the same step. Then I'll better go do the passenger side the same. Take that apart, grease it up, because it opens the same time as the driver's door is open. Basically driver's door or passenger door, either of those doors open, both steps deploy. I haven't wired it, so just one or the other, there was no point. So yeah, looks like I'm going to get the hammer out. I'll carry on with this, give it a clean up and come back when it's ready to refit. Right, that's all back together, all greased up. Done both sides, so close the door. That's what we should be getting. Go round to the passenger door. Exactly the same over there, but this one hadn't failed. It's all been greased up. There you go. So that's going to have to be put on a Mike's maintenance list for annual review, if you like. Same with the welding on the truck. Usually have to do annual welding to get through the MOT, so I'll add this to the list. Anyhow, thanks for watching Mike Makes It.